A hidden exhaustion. No one talks about. You meditate. You journal. You practice gratitude. You read every spiritual book you can find, and yet you're tired. Not physically, not emotionally. You're tired spiritually. There's a silent epidemic among seekers today. Spiritual burnout. It's not just stress. It's the exhaustion that comes from trying too hard to reach the divine. You've tried every affirmation. You've cleared your chakras. You've visualized your future. But deep inside, something feels hollow. Here's the truth. This burnout isn't failure. You feel empty after meditation or journaling. You crave silence more than mantras. You re-irritated by teachings that once inspired you. You feel ashamed for your disconnect. You re-tired of constantly healing or fixing yourself. You long for authenticity over aesthetics. You may also feel guilt for not doing enough spiritually, like you're falling behind some invisible race toward enlightenment. These aren't failures. They are signs of a soul that has been overworked by too much trying and not enough trusting. Sometimes the most spiritual thing you can do is stop trying to be spiritual altogether. It's a message, a sacred signal that it's time to shift from striving to surrendering, from performing to simply being. What is spiritual burnout? It's where the illusion of control dissolves, where the performance ends, where all the noise of doing falls silent. And in that silence, something sacred emerges. Burnout shows you where your spirituality became a performance, where your seeking became striving, where presence was replaced by pressure. It asks, can you let go of your identity as a seeker and just be found? Can you stop chasing enlightenment and instead allow yourself to be illuminated by what's already inside you? The divine isn't something you earn through effort. Only those who care deeply feel this kind of fatigue, because only those who have walked far feel the weight of the journey. This channel is not just a channel. Burnout is not the end. It's the space between chapters. Subscribe. Share this knowledge with those you love. A sacred turning point, a return to truth, to essence, to breath, to now. You don't need to chase the light. You are the light. Even when you feel broken, disconnected, weary, the divine does not withdraw. It waits, silently, lovingly, until you remember you are never separate. You were just tired, and that's okay. Love is and always will be the truth. That's sacred too. If this journey touched your heart, write the word Ubuntu in the comments. It's something you remember through stillness. Spiritual burnout isn't about losing faith. It's about losing yourself in the pursuit of it. You feel disconnected despite your practices. Your rituals feel like checklists. Your inner fire is dim, even when you're doing everything right. It often begins with over-efforting, trying to be perfect, pure, always in a high vibration. But spirituality was never meant to be another task. When connection becomes obligation, the soul recoils. You keep working on yourself until your spirit says, stop. Listen, be. That exhaustion, it's not weakness, it's wisdom. It's your soul asking for truth over techniques. The pressure to be spiritually good. We live in an age of spiritual performance. Social media, wellness influencers, online gurus, they all shout, raise your vibration, think positively, manifest constantly. And while the message may seem loving, it often hides pressure. Pressure to never feel low, to never question, to never rest. There's a toxic positivity hidden in modern spirituality. You're told to be love and light while suppressing your anger, your confusion, your grief. But the soul doesn't seek perfection. It seeks presence. Spiritual burnout happens when you are constantly pushing for alignment instead of allowing yourself to be human. And even the divine, however you define it, honors the fullness of your humanity. Not just the light, but also the shadows. Signs you might be spiritually burned out. Burnout isn't always loud. It often whispers. The truth behind the burnout, spiritual burnout, is more than tiredness. It's an initiation. How to recover spiritually. Recovery begins not with doing more, but with doing less. 1. Let go of your spiritual to-do list. You are not falling behind. The soul doesn't keep score. 2. Be radically honest. Admit that you're tired, that you're confused, that you don't know what's next. 3. Return to simplicity. Watch the trees. Listen to the wind. Be in your body. Drink tea slowly. Let the mundane be miraculous. 4. Allow darkness without fixing it. Sometimes healing looks like laying on the floor and feeling everything. 5. Trust that growth doesn't always look like light. Sometimes it looks like silence, like stillness, like standing in the void without answers. You don't need to rise. You need to rest. The sacred gift of spiritual burnout. If you are spiritually tired, it doesn't mean you're lost. It means your soul is alive. Awaken and remember who you are. Live your essence. Because when you write it, you acknowledge your light and step into a new path. It's a movement, a family of souls awakening. If you feel the call, join us. Every subscription and share strengthens our collective awareness, and together we rise spiritually.